Well, don't I feel like just an idiot for this one? Trigger John coming at you with another Infinite Magicraid video. I neglected the campaign and I did not realize this combo works really well. All right, so as you can see here, we beat stage 10-9, 3-starring it. I got a lot more stars to go get. But before I go into more detail, let's go ahead and have a word from today's sponsor. And that would be our good friends over at Aptoide. For those of you who have not downloaded Infinite Magicraid through Aptoide yet, I encourage you to do so, especially because you can get basically 25% back of all of your purchases. So that way you can then apply them on other purchases, either on Infinite Magicraid or even another game that you download off that app store. Once again, every purchase, 20% back right now on Infinite Magicraid. An additional 5% back when you use my promo code. Links are down below. Make sure to use it. That's it. Our word from the sponsor. All right, moving right along. So guys, oh man. If all of you haven't figured out by now, I am no pro, okay? And I don't claim to be a pro. I don't claim to be the go-to content creator for Infinite Magicraid. Honestly, I don't want to be. I'm enjoying playing the game. I'm enjoying playing it casually. I'm free to play. I haven't spent a dime on this game. My account kind of reflects it. And honestly, it's kind of limited me as well a little bit on like testing some aspects because I've made some mistakes that have kind of set me back just a little bit here. And I definitely noticed what happens with that, right? But we're not going to talk about that. What we're going to try to talk about, and what we're going to talk about is the simple fact that you'll notice here that I've got a lot of these stars done on the campaign mode. Now, my goal obviously is to get Catherine. I want to get Catherine. I want to get this completed. She takes care of so many problems for me. If I could just get Catherine, I could sub out. I probably would no longer need to bring Gahana, and I would no longer have to bring in Maya more than likely. At that point, that would allow me to bring in another DPS or another god tier support unit to make sure that I pass all the content. Unfortunately, I'm just not there yet. I need a Catherine. I forgot about campaign. I literally got stuck on campaign, what was it, 10-6? Yeah, 10-6, no, 10-5 I got stuck on probably a month or two ago, honestly. I don't even remember, it's been that long. I forgot all about it. Now it's like, I started building my champion. So what happened was I built Quinlan, okay? I built Quinlan out, and I was really bummed because I don't have any books for him, really. Like, I don't have a whole lot of books for him, but notice that, like, some of his skills don't really need all the books. It would be nice to reduce the cooldown on these skills though. It would definitely help me a lot in his build. But I got him built out and I wanted to play with him. It's like, okay, well, what do I use him with, right? Like, what do I pair him with? He does some freezing, he does an HP burning. And then it dawned on me, okay, I have another champion that can do some freeze, right? I have another champion that does freeze, obviously with Nasil, and I have an A1, which means he always goes first, right? Awesome champion, super solid. I'm probably gonna do a dedicated build guide on him because he is so powerful and I slept on him for so long. Actually, big shout out to chat back when I first started. I was like, I got 2 Nacils and I was really sad about it because I thought it was a bad support unit at the time. After some testing, man, is this guy like god tier. He's super great. Now, why am I bringing this up? So there's a couple of things I want to hit on. One, I made the mistake of neglecting the campaign, and now it's time to kind of sort of remedy this. Now, this may be a loss, but the point I'm trying to make here is because I neglected it and forgot about it, I kind of moved and shifted roles in other locations and didn't realize that I kind of left some resources on the table. The other reason why I'm bringing this up is some of you may not be even as far in the campaign as me. However, you're noticing that clearing campaign is hard. As you'll see here, as we're going through and clearing these waves, we're clearing these waves pretty good because what we have going on in this dynamic, right, is I have Nasil coming out. He's doing a lot of freezes right off the get-go. Quinlan's coming in. He's applying some other freezes and the HP burns, which then are just doing more damage over time, especially when they're frozen, right? So this allows you to do a lot of damage. And then I have one single target nuker. The reason why I have that single target nuker is to go ahead and knock out the enemies quickly, especially the troublesome ones, right? Allows you to really focus on one champion, get them gone. out of your way, out of your hair, and no need to worry about them. And then you can target the main boss, or the main person, essentially, right? Like this right here. Now, unfortunately, it looks like I will beat this, but I won't beat the, I'm not going to beat the 100 turn counter. Maybe we'll have to replay it again so I can get the 3 stars on it. But notice that it went pretty well. I thought this would be an easy loss, especially because as I'm going up here in these campaign modes, the enemies are getting a lot harder. But notice we just completed this pretty easily, honestly. It wasn't really a whole big struggle, which means I can move on. I'm actually moving on to a brand new stage on 11. And as you see right here, 12 is last, right? So I'm doing pretty decent. And now I can go back and I could probably guarantee that I can get a lot of these stars. Now, what's that gonna do for me? That's gonna help with the dispatch, or sorry, the claim basic, or the auto campaign drops. And it's gonna help me get into this higher tier. Now, I do need a 3-star everything to kind of get into this higher tier, which is kind of unfortunate. Making it into level 12 is helpful. For those that are watching, you definitely wanna make sure that you are progressing your campaign and don't pull a me and forget about it until you at least hit level 12. Once you hit level 12, you can get you have a 0.01% chance to get an epic hero. And I gotta tell you, I get about 1 to 2 epic heroes a week, and that's amazing, especially when we're talking about food, because the amount of food it takes to make a level 4 food is insane, right? It takes a lot to go from level 1 to level 2, or sorry, what is it? Like, not level, awakened tier, or no, level is right. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. It takes a lot of resources, okay? That's the point I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make the point of making a 4-star, making one of these takes a lot of resources, okay? Now, ooh, there we go. We got that one cleared. We got our little gift. Not that it was anything much, right? But if you have some champions like I am using, right? Like, so I'm using, and let's pull it up. I'm using Nasil, Quinlan, Maya, and Gahanna, Zaya. Why am I doing this? So let's go ahead and let's run a battle, and I'll explain it while we're running. So I have essentially 2 crowd control units, 2 support units, 1 nuker, right? Now, the other part that comes into play here is I have damage mitigation from Gahanna. I have a combination of dot damage from one of my control units. And Nasil does a group, like he does the protecting the party deal, right? So he's absorbing some more damage on top of Gahanna already absorbing some damage, right? So what this is allowing me to do is it's allowing me to CC a lot of these waves, and then it allows Zaya, my nuker, to come in and clear out champions or enemies one by one. As well as Quinlan is able to put up some HP burns and occasional freezes here and there that are allowing him to control the fight and dot damage the fight while everyone's getting dot damage, or everyone's getting frozen, right? So this leaves Zaya open to kill the ones that aren't frozen, and then easily 3-star these types of stages. So I'm gonna keep moving through these. My goal is I wanna get these all completed so that way I can get my Catherine, right? Because Catherine is kind of god tier when you're talking about support units, and you can really only acquire through this methodology, right? Now, there's another couple things that are going to go into this that have to play into it, and it's speed, right? Speed is kind of the essence when you're talking about campaign. And I can show you guys after this run here. I focused a lot more on speed for Gahanna, and even on Maya. Maya, I did a lot more speed on because I wanted her to cycle through and get more heals out, especially because of her aura, which is doing a heal every time she does a skill, right? But taking this type of approach or building these types of teams can really make a big difference in trying to achieve the end goal and actually beat all the content. As you can see here, I didn't nearly die on this fight at all. Like, it's been pretty consistent, and I haven't done anything for 2 months, and I haven't upgraded any of these guys' gear in about 2 months either. I think I upgraded 2 pieces of gear on Gahanna on the last event. Quinlan is a fresh build. I haven't even looked at Zaya's build in forever. So that's basically it. And as you saw there, we 3-starred again. I was stuck for 2 months, guys, 2 months. And by using this combination, I'm 3-starring stuff. I'm 3-starring content that by all rights, I could not do and would not be able to do if I didn't think about this. Now, let's go ahead and show you a little bit more of where my focus is primarily here. And it's really going to be the simple fact that, 1, look at the speed on Gahanna. She is, where's she at? 2059. And Maya here, her speed is 1950. And I would like to get hers up a little bit more. Honestly, I'm trying to debate if I should use one of these eyes just to go ahead and get her that extra 20% here and the additional 5% HP, because that'll help her with her heals, right? That'll help her overall with her heals. But I am trying to get better gear on her, because as you can see here, it's all 5-star gear. I mean, we're gonna talk about, she's my major healer, and she's lacking so much where if I can just get better gear, she would be doing so much, her HP would be so much higher. And I would hopefully have her going so much faster that we wouldn't have to worry as much. And by building that gear up, once I get Catherine, I can swap it out, put it on her, good to go, right? It's kind of a pipe dream, but it's unfortunate. But Gahanna is going to go first. And the reason why I'm okay with Gahanna going first is the simple fact that, one, it's going to allow her to go ahead and use her ultimate a little bit faster, right? That attack up definitely helps, especially with Xayah. Also, the reduced damage. Nothing happens so much with the speed when that one's concerned, but the speed down is definitely something to brag, to like go home about. So the faster she can go, then she can reduce the speed of the enemy, which then allows us to have more turns overall. So I'm kind of okay with her going first. That's totally fine. Obviously, I want Maya to go after her. But in Xayah, she's pretty much my one-trick pony. She just does so much damage, such a hard-hitting nuker. I'm definitely going to be trying to do everything I can just to make sure that I do basically complete the hero quest, because I want to get my other copy of Xayah. What that'll do for me is that will give me an E3 Xayah, and at E3, man, we get broken, okay? Because basically every time she hits or gets a kill, she just keeps popping off. She's just gonna keep popping off, right? Like, man, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really cool. But in general, the reason why I'm able to go ahead and progress this stuff fairly easy, once again, quick recap, is because I've taken the time to pair up the correct champions to do these types of things. Now, you do not have to use Quinlan, Nasil to accomplish a lot of this, right? Like, I'm using this combination because, one, Nasil will always go first because he's the E1. Quinlan, he's HP burner, has some more freezes as well. Definitely, I'm thinking CC, right? I'm thinking, how do I beat campaign and how do I do it easily? Well, I CC everyone, so they can't do anything. They're not able to accomplish anything, right? And then I bring in 2 support units that are going to both do healing, damage mitigation. It makes a big difference. I see a big improvement in longevity on these fights and sustainability, right? On top of that, we're having Xayah with the single target nuker. She's also in the basically the lifesteal gear, right? So that way, or leech gear, sorry, technically, or it's the mastery, right? Mastery leech gear, which is good because it keeps her HP high as well, because she's a little squishy, right? Let's be honest here. She's a main DPS champion on my roster. She's gonna be a bit squishy, right? But yeah, as you can see here, we're not in danger. I'm not in danger of losing anything. Now I'm in danger of not 3-starring. But that's just because I need just a smidge more damage out of this, or what I should be doing, honestly, is trying to target the correct people. So that way, maybe the battle will go just a little bit better, because that should have been easily a 3-star right there, and it wasn't, unfortunately. But definitely take this and maybe apply it to your own current campaign farming team. It may allow you to push farther. And once again, the biggest thing that I'm trying to point out that I really want to see you guys get to is I want to see you guys get to this certain level 12 here, just so that way you get that chance of that epic hero. That is massive. Like, this should be priority number 1 as a new player. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Maybe this gave you an idea of how to manage your own account or own resources. And hopefully you got to laugh a little bit about me going, well, dang, I should have been doing this for ages ago. But that's gonna do it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.